English and Me, Learning Made Easy, Simple, and Fun with Teacher Faith. Hi, this is Teacher Faith at Chavez. Welcome to another episode of English and Me, where learning is made easy, simple, and fun. So brace yourself, open your hearts and mind as we explore the world of English with English and Me. Our lesson for today covers the Module 2 of the English Grade 9 Fourth Quarter, focusing on the most essential learning competency on judging the relevance and worth of ideas, soundness of authors' reasoning, and the effectiveness of the presentation. The objectives for today's lesson are the following. Identify words, phrases, lines, or statements to support the effectiveness of one's work. Evaluate the relevance, soundness of authors' reasoning, and effectiveness of presentation in informative articles. Create a digital poster showing awareness on cyberbullying and or promoting cybersecurity, and demonstrate accountability to fellow citizens through a digital poster in promoting cybersecurity. Before we go to the discussion, let us first have this pre-test. With your pen and paper there, I want you to put a check mark under the column to indicate your level of agreement or disagreement in the following statement. You have 1 minute to finish this test. Are you ready? Timer starts now. Time is up. Please keep your answers, for we will go back to them after our discussion. To start with, let us read this excerpt of the speech of former President Manuel L. Quezon.
My fellow citizens, there is one thought I want you always to bear in mind, and that is that you are Filipinos, that the Philippines are your country and the only country God has given you, that you must keep it for yourself, for your children, and for your children's children until the world is no more. You must live for it and die for it if necessary.
Did you understand this speech? What does this speech tell you? Yes, the speech tells us that we have to love our country and be proud of it. What do you think is the author's purpose in writing this speech? If your answer is to remind us to be proud of being Filipino, to encourage us to love our country and to inform us that Philippines is the country that God has given us, then you are absolutely right. Can you still remember our topic in the previous lesson? Last quarter, we have learned the different biases, prejudice, and social crises. How many of those do you still remember today? Can you enumerate some social crises? Yes, examples of these social crises are poverty, pollution, pandemic, cyberbullying, and many more. What is the essence of learning all these social problems? Why do you think authors dig into these worrisome situations? We will find it out as we proceed with our discussion. But first, let us read the sample informative article.
Cyberbullying is mostly common among teenagers, children, and occurs when one is threatened, harassed or humiliated with digital and interactive technologies. The methods used in cyberbullying are the only access to technology. Cyberbullying can result in detrimental effects on both the bully and the bullied. The worst consequences of cyberbullying are the fatal impact of such instances. The other vital reason is that bullies are normally instigators in nature, and with the cyberspace, they can involve a large number of people. Cybersecurity plays an important role in preventing some difficult and heinous crimes like blackmailing, fraud transactions through another account, leakage of personal information. It is the responsibility of every citizen to spread awareness among everyone and keep their system and network security updated to prevent cyber attacks from happening worldwide. Internet users should be properly educated on how to be immune to internet dangers.
To help us digest and understand the article, let's answer the following questions. What information can you get from the article? You're right. We got information about cyberbullying and its detrimental effect. Do you find this article helpful? In what way? I hope your answer would be yes, because it gives us information about cyberbullying and cybersecurity. Next question. What could be the reason of cyberbullying? Yes, you are right there. And most of the time, the reason why there is cyberbullying is because this bully also experienced being bullied before. What might be some possible effects of cyberbullying? All your answers are correct. Some of the possible effects of cyberbullying could be depression, loneliness, low self-esteem, social exclusion, phobias, suicide, and others. As an institution, the Department of Education is one with the whole Filipino community to fight against cyberbullying. In fact, in the DepEd's mission, it clearly states to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education where students learn in a child-friendly, gender-sensitive, safe, and motivating environment. And this includes cybersecurity, especially now that we are adopting the alternative delivery modes such as online classes and digital classes. Let's move to the next part. Do you know that the article about cyberbullying that you have read is an example of informational text? What is informational text? Let's find out.
Articles can take many forms, but their primary purpose is to inform the readers for learning inputs. Informational text is a nonfiction writing with the intention to inform the readers. Because it is a nonfiction writing, it does not utilize characters. Furthermore, it has specialized language characteristics such as general nouns and verbs that are not commonly found or used in other genres. Authors of informational text can employ a variety of structures in their article to guide the readers in finding information efficiently and quickly. These structures can be bold or italicized texts, glossaries for specialized vocabulary, embedded definitions for specialized definitions, and realistic illustration of photos, to name a few.
And that is informational text. This time, I want you to answer the following question in relation to what you have read. Tell whether the statement is true or false. Question number 1. Anyone can be a victim of cyber attacks. True or false? The correct answer is true. Question number 2. With technology's advancement, people can be vulnerable to any form of cyber threat. The correct answer is true. Question number 3. Cyberbullying can cause trauma to the victim. The correct answer is true. Question number 4. Ignore cyber attacks and let this die naturally. The correct answer is false. And for question number 5, it is very important to secure one's social media accounts often. The correct answer for number 5 is true. Now, let's define some terms taken from the article. The first word is detrimental. What does detrimental mean in this sentence? Cyberbullying can result in detrimental effects on both the bully and the bullied. Based on the context clues, what does detrimental mean? Another word for detrimental can be harmful, hurtful, or damaging. The next word is instigator. The other vital reason is that bullies are normally instigators in nature, and with the cyberspace, they can involve a large number of people. What could be the other words for instigators? Please check the appropriate circle of your choice. The following are the words for instigators: initiators, masterminds, originators, planners. Did you get all 4 correct answers? That's great! I hope you have learned what informational text is all about. At this point, let us apply what we have learned and tell what we can do. Read the next article and answer the questions that follow.
Cybersecurity plays an important role in preventing some difficult and heinous crimes like blackmailing, fraud transactions through another account, and leakage of personal information. It is the responsibility of every citizen to spread awareness and keep their system and network security updated to prevent cyber attacks from happening worldwide. Internet users should be properly educated on how to be immune to internet dangers.
Now answer these questions. What is the author's point of view on cyber attacks? Answer: cyber attacks should be prevented. What information does the author emphasize in this part of the article? Answer: everyone is responsible to spread awareness about cyber attacks and cybersecurity. Do you find this part of the article useful? Justify your answer. Yes, because this article is informative and it encourages us to take action in order to help prevent cyber attacks. Last question. What would you do if one of your classmates is constantly bullied by the rest of the class? Wow, that was great. All your answers are correct. Good job. I hope that you've learned from the activities that we have. Now for your assessment, you are going to make a digital poster. For your digital poster, here are the directions. Number 1. Create or design a digital poster to promote awareness on cyberbullying and or a campaign against cyber attacks. Include a short informative article promoting awareness on cyberbullying and cybersecurity and or a campaign against cyber attacks. Submit your poster on our Google Classroom under the Classworks tab. Your teacher will have to check your digital poster first before uploading them on your Facebook account. Be guided by the following rubrics. Criteria includes content and originality, attractiveness, graphics and pictures, and mechanics. Lastly, the deadline of submission will be next week. For you to have additional ideas about this expected output, let me share with you these samples of digital poster made by my previous students. I hope the directions for your expected outputs are clear to you. If you have any questions or clarifications, please don't hesitate to ask or send a message in our group chat. And for additional assignments, please go to the classwork session on our Google Classroom and answer the task assigned to you. Don't forget to turn in or submit after you answer your test. To end our discussion today, let us reflect on this quote from Dave Willis. Show respect even to people who don't deserve it, not as a reflection of their character, but as a reflection of yours. Thank you for joining our class today. I hope you have learned from today's session on English and Me, Learning Made Easy, Simple, and Fun with Teacher Faith. Always remember, if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. Once again, this is your teacher Faith. See you next time. Stay safe and God bless.
Mga bata panganjam na, di makuyog na pud kita sa makalingaw programa nga para kaninyo dang. Sa ilaw gayud ug sibyata, nunay pagatan-awa kay kami imong kauban padulong sa kalambuan. Dali na huyo ta, magtelek na sina kita, kaumaunong kalampusan pagkahayag na. Dali na huyo ka, magtelek na sina kita, kahibalo ug kaantigo alam buon ta. Ato kining hugupan ung lantawon ta, busa dali na huyo ta, magtelek na sina kita. Mga programang makajus nun, tulog pagkamasinugtanon, pagkasinsero sa pag-eskwela, muabli sa pagkaalamon ta.